Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm gonna make another vlog where I'm finishing the terrace. This weekend the weather's gonna be great, so I cannot wait to just get started. And then my husband can take care of my daughter and I can just do some painting and listening to audiobooks. I don't know how long I'm gonna make this vlog. We'll see. But anyways, I thought of continuing my romantasy May because I didn't have that much time in May. So I am going to continue it a little bit into June. And I have a lot of books I want to get to. But the first book series I want to finish is The Cruel Prince. I started it in my previous vlog and I finished book 1. So I think there's 3 more books left. I don't know. I'll see. It's about a girl who's getting kidnapped when she's really young with his sisters into this fairy world, and her parents are getting killed by the fairies, and then she has to live with the man who killed her parents, and he wants her to call him father. Maddox is the man called, and she's called Jude. And Jude has that personality where she's really tough. I do think that's quite a nice change compared to other romantic books where the girl is always so lovable. This person is maybe not the most lovable person there is, and that's a nice change. But the writing style of this book is a bit weird. The sentences are quite short and a bit blunt, and yeah, I'm not completely vibing with the storytelling, but I really do want to continue the series. Anyway, she wants to get a place at the High Court, and somehow she's trying to get to that place because she is a human, and human are looked down upon in the fairy world. And then I really want to read Naomi Novik's book Spinning Silver, and that's a standalone fantasy, which is quite rare. And I heard there should be some romantasy in this, and yeah, I can't wait. I know that the main character in this book, that her father was a moneylender and she's taking over his business, and she is also quite tough. But I don't know much else. I don't know anything about the love story. So I can't wait to see. And I also really want to get to read some of Rebecca Ross's books. There's a lot to choose from. Divine Rivals series, A River Enchanted series. I think that's a duet. And there's also a standalone, Dreams Lie Beneath. So yeah, I really just want to get to read some of these books. But yeah, I'll have to see. And maybe I'll read some more romantasy. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna start painting, and I'll take you along with me while I'm listening to some audiobooks. That's the plan. The weather is going to be really great, so I'm hoping that it holds. It's just really great to do some renovating. I'm quite busy taking care of my daughter, so to get out a little bit and just not be thinking about anything but a good book. Sometimes that is just what I need. And some good weather and some sun. And yeah, hopefully that would lighten my mood a little bit. So I'll do an update this weekend, maybe Monday, I'll see. But yeah, come along with me. So it's Monday, and as you can see, I just finished painting the terrace. Or, I mean, it does need an extra layer, at least the bottom does. But overall, I'm quite happy with the result. And I did get to listen to my audiobook, Naomi Novik's Spinning Silver. And I think I'm like 9 hours into it, so that's good for a weekend, right? And yeah, so far I really like it. I really don't know if it's YA, young adult, or if it is considered as an adult fantasy. Something in the middle, I think. But it's about this woman whose father is a moneylender, and he's not really good at it. And then she's kind of like taking over his business, and she's good at that, turning silver into gold. But because of that, one of the, I believe, bad guys, the icy guys, what are they called? I don't remember. It caught his attention, and yeah, he wants her to spin his silver into gold. And it's also about other characters in the book, but I don't want to spoil too much. But it's mostly about girls, young girls, and they're all like trying to fight for their rights. And it's done in a really good fairy tale way. It really has a great fairy tale vibe to it, but not for children, but for adults. So yeah, it's really good. I have 6 hours left, I believe, so that's not bad. I think I'm definitely gonna finish it tomorrow or the day after. But it was really nice to finally get the painting done. I had a bird that was like all the time. I was like, who is there? But yeah, that was just a little bird. So maybe it really did like my work. I don't know. We have so many birds here because the neighbors are feeding them. So it's really like, please do not on my freshly, newly painted terrace. But they haven't done that so far. So anyways, I also have allergies, grass allergies. So it's a little bit hard to be outside. I don't know if you can see it on my eyes right now. It's not that bad, but it can be. I'm a bit nervous for the next week if my eyes are just going to be like they usually do when it's like getting closer to the end of June. So yeah, I'll have to see. But anyways, I haven't read any further in the Cruel Prince. That's the ebook that I'm reading. I did read the first book in my previous vlog, and I have to start the second book. I've just been way too busy this weekend and a bit too tired in the evening. But I'll see if I'll get around to it. Or maybe I should just listen to it as an audiobook. I don't know. But yeah, then I'll update you on that. And then I have to see what I will listen to after Spinning Silver. There are so many good choices. But yeah, I'll update you. But for the next book, I was thinking about Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. That sounds really interesting, and that's also a standalone. I forgot to say that about Spinning Silver. That's a standalone fantasy, which is quite nice for a change. So yeah, I think I'm a little bit into that now. I have read a whole lot of series lately. So okay, so I am back, and today it is Thursday, and I just finished Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. And yeah, I think it was almost a 4-star book. I thought this book was a bit more of a romantic book, a mix between romance and fantasy, but I don't think it is. It's more told as a fairy tale. And you know, in fairy tales, you don't really get descriptions of, oh, we just touch hands here and there, or we looked at each other. It isn't like this sweet build-up and you can just feel it. No, it's more like save the kingdom and then we'll get married kind of story. And yeah, but it was okay because I did like the story. But as a romantic book, I would not categorize this as romantic. But yeah, overall I enjoyed myself. It was sweet and it was cozy. Yeah, there's a lot of characters in this book, and it was a little bit confusing because there was only one person narrating. This book. She did change accents here and there, but it was a little bit confusing. I did like her voice overall, and she was a good storyteller. It was just there were so many characters and the same voice, so that is just a small complaint. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I did finish an Ember series when I finished the Terrace, and I only had like an hour left. But anyways, just to wrap that up from like my last vlog, that series was just way too long. And Ember and the Ashes series is a YA series, and it started out really, really great. And you know, in my last vlog, it was a romantic vlog, and this definitely is, without smuttiness, because it's YA, I guess. But like in the last two books, it's a quartet. There was just too much war plotting. It was just all about that, and it just felt like, okay, we already been over this, and then one more time, and then one more time. So for me, it was just way too long. That was about that, just to like wrap that up. So right now I am like 25% into The Cruel Prince, the second book in The Cruel Prince. I don't know what it is called. Anyways, and this series is by Holly Black. I don't know if I mentioned that before. It's still about Jude, and she is still fighting for her place at the High Fae Court. She's a human, and the other ones there are fairies or special creatures, and yeah. So far so good. I think the romance is going to like pick up soon. There hasn't been a lot, but I see something there. I think something is going to happen, and I hope so. Not a whole lot of romance in these books as I first thought. I mean, it's definitely there, but that's not really the main plot of these books. But yeah, I am hoping that it will pick up soon. And I'm also hoping that maybe I'll wipe with the writing style a bit more. I am trying to listen to it as an audiobook as well now, instead of just reading it. And yeah, maybe that works a little bit better. I will try to focus on finishing this series so that it will be finished before this vlog is over. Or maybe at least this book will be. Yeah, anyways, I was really hoping to get to read one of Rebecca Ross's books as well. I'll have to see if I have time for it. I don't know if I want to finish this vlog on Sunday so that I can post something. My daughter was sick yesterday, but today she is feeling better. So hopefully she won't be any more sick. She was only in daycare 4 days in May. Yeah, so life is a little bit hard. We were at the hospital yesterday, and she has to get like a stomach tube so she can be fed in that way. I cannot really remember what it's called in English. So she'll need surgery or an operation. I don't know what you call it. Life is a little bit tough, but it will in the end be really good for her because she is losing weight. But yeah, I'm just worried, and I don't want her to feel any more pain, and this is going to hurt a little bit and going to be really uncomfortable the first month, because then that thing you have poking out is going to be a little bit bigger, and then you can change it to like a small thing that won't bother her. But like the first month it definitely will, and I don't know if she can be in her stomach, and that is going to be a little bit interesting because that's the only way that she wants to play right now. She can't sit up. Yeah, I'm a little bit down, but then it's good that I have books to care about and do a little bit of booktube because that is really fun. Okay, I will update you this weekend, and maybe I'll bring you along to do some practical stuff. Depends on if I have the time to do anything practical. But yeah, we'll see. And I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you a little bit later. So this is gonna be my last update for this vlog, and I just finished like the last book in the Cruel Prince series. I don't know if I can actually say that because I read the 3 official books in the series, but there are like 2, I think they're novellas as well, and it's like between book 1 and 2 and book 2 and 3. I haven't read those because they weren't available on my audiobook app. So yeah, maybe I'll get to them later, but for now I'm just putting the series down. There is also like a sequel, I think it's called. Something with like the air. Oh, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Yeah, I do want to continue that. It's just that the first book is on my audiobook app, and I think the second one is coming later. I don't know if there's gonna be more books in the series, but I'm just gonna wait until I can like read them in one go. But how did I like it? Yeah, it was fine. I think it's like an almost a 4-star. It is a YA series, and maybe it did read a little bit too young for my taste. Like some of the descriptions were a little bit youngish. I don't know if I can say that. And her writing style was a little bit not my style. Like just needed a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know what I needed. But overall, I really did enjoy myself, and it's been a good book for this time. My daughter is not really sleeping right now during the night, so I have to walk a lot with her in the pram. And I think the last 3 days I've been walking like 3 hours, like from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. And you know, she's fine when she's in the pram and we are just walking. So she's just laying there looking and having a good time, but she's not sleeping. I am hoping that she's relaxing. And yeah, so I need a good book, and I think The Cruel Prince was actually quite good for that, because if there were many descriptions of all the surroundings and, you know, beautiful writing and stuff like that, I don't think my brain would have caught on. Almost a 4-star. The 2 last books in the series I listened to as audiobooks, and the first book I read as an ebook, and I think I enjoyed them a lot better as audiobooks. So that's just a little tip from me. So yeah, how many books did I finish in this vlog? Yeah, I think I started with finishing the An Ember in the Ashes series, and then Naomi Novik, Spinning Silver. That was also almost a 4-star. Yeah, okay, so all the books I read, I think I'm gonna rate them almost a 4-star. They have all been quite different, and romantasy-wise, not so heavy with romantasy, actually. I think The Cruel Prince was the book with most romantasy in it. Yeah, not like the Akata series, where the romance is really heavy. There was none of that in these. So if you're into like soft romance, maybe this could be books for you. I think I like it with a little bit more romance when I'm trying to read romantasy books. That's just my opinion. That's it for this vlog. I finished painting the terrace. Oh, I do need the last layer on the bottom part, but yeah, so far so good. It's been raining non-stop ever since then, so I'm just gonna have to wait. And I just recently posted a video about my vacation TBR. That was really fun to make, so go watch that if you haven't. And those are the books that I'm starting to read. I think I'm gonna start now already, and we are going next week. Then I'll have the time to get through as many of them as I can. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you find some inspiration, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.